Romain Dumas. We are here on a Volkswagen Motorsport team with the ID.R car. First of all, we came here to win the race, and we will enjoy the weekend and try to go faster and faster. Yeah. So it's a big pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to, we want to be as fast as possible and win the race on this track, but we also a bit looking at the overall record, so we want to beat it. Well, it's a car which has been really designed for, to optimize the speed and the acceleration. So there's a lot of aero, so it's, I think it's also a car which does not follow any rules.
Well, the beginning of the story was actually in a meeting where we were talking about the e-motorsports and what could be done. And then somebody said, well, there is Pikes Peak, the hill climb, they have already an e-record. And from there it got rolling, and at the end of that meeting everybody said, actually, we should go back to Pikes Peak. For one reason, there is an e-record to break, which is the challenge. And secondly, we still have an old bill to settle. So we all agreed on that, and then from there the idea was born. It was our technical director said, I think there is only one person that can drive this car. First of all, because he has won it 3 times. Romain was the first driver that was named, and we never even looked to another name because he fits this project really well. Romain likes the challenge to have only 9 months to bring a car up to speed to try to break a record. And he is in one way a little bit Mr. Pikes Peak also because he was there the last 4 years and he won it 3 times.
My plan was to start very fast on a first sector, clear, and I was very scared that we can do, in Pikes Peak, a small mistake. Suddenly I said, okay, don't take any risk, don't do any mistake for sure. That was my own target, to go below 8. When I get it at the line, first they told me 8:04, I said, I would like to go below 8. But actually after they told me 7:57, I said, it's okay, now I can jump out of the car, and I was for sure very happy. So I think for sure for motorsport, today it proves that an electric car, a fast electric car, can win a race with high level, and I think for sure I think for Volkswagen to prove that this car can beat everything here, it's a big step. After for the road, it's another story. You have to respect the track. You have to feel comfortable to go fast, because it's very hard track. You cannot do any mistake. I can only be happy because I know that I'm lucky, to drive Nordschleife with such a car. A prototype, normally Nordschleife we always do on GT, which is already great. But to drive such a car in Nordschleife with all the fast corner, with the downforce we have on the car, will be just amazing.
And if you come to this racetrack and you can do it here, then you can do it everywhere, they say. So we took this as the next challenge for the car and for an electric race car.
Yeah, it was a good day for sure. Everything was right. Good weather, good car, good team. But it was an interesting day. We improved all the day long, we were gaining time and time. So at the end, it was quite fast, I have to say.
Well, very proud. I mean, what the team has done again in this 9 months to prepare the car, only with 2 days here, 1.5 day testing at the Nürburgring for this really tough and demanding track, I think is a fantastic performance today. And with 6:05, I think everybody can be really proud on itself.
First of all, the car is an ambassador, I say, for the new ID family that will come from Volkswagen. First of all, it's also one of the first prototype cars that we have built, and so for us, it's a car that is a real new thing for Volkswagen and for Volkswagen Motorsport, and so we're very proud on this project.
I hope everybody will be fast, and the best will win, first of all. But we are all here to make a great show, to enjoy, to show a completely different car, old Formula One, and new project like that, like the ID.R, completely future car. I think it's why Goodwood is so fantastic. Oh, I know that we prepare very well the car. We had some testing before in ERA, so yeah, confident, yes. After to beat F1 record, not so sure than FX de Maison, but yeah, well, I have to say, the car is ready for, so let's try and see.
The time to beat the Nick Heidfeld record is 41.6 seconds. It has stood for a long time.
20 years.
Yeah, plus. So, can this car do it? It's the very latest technology. But it's a heavier concept, and if anybody can do it, Romain Dumas is the man. Multiple Le Mans winner, and very versatile driver, rallies as well as races. And away it goes, and it just launches, doesn't it?
Wow, that torque's unbelievable.
Yeah. Now, he went wide here on 1 or 2 runs last year, mowed the lawn for the Duke, and this time around, look at the acceleration, look at the speed. Romain Dumas is absolutely on it. So up the hill he comes, he's already approaching Molecombe Corner.
Into the left-hander then. Turns in nice and early, kicks up a little bit of grass, and no dramas at all. It looks so stable.
He was 6 seconds up on anybody else at the first sector. This is going to go fastest. So here he comes.
Oh, he's backed off. I think he backed off there because, you know what? He was there or thereabouts to doing it today.
Yeah. So he's going to do a 43.6. It goes fastest, but yeah, I think there was a lot more to come in there.
Yeah,
Wow.
Okay, we thought the record was going this weekend. I am now 90% sure the record is going this weekend. That was rapid from Romain Dumas.
The engine was good until the end. Okay. But the understeer was worse again. And on power we have again like yesterday, the wheel spin plus the understeer. We can see compared last year already where we won here, but it was a little bit more chaotic in terms of setup and so on. Now we are improving a lot, and that is very positive and very important. We had a good run. First impression, you cannot for sure push very hard in your first run, but the car feels very great, nicer than last year. So we already changed the setup for tomorrow. I mean, we work on the car a little bit. We will try to find some more grip on the front axle to get the car a little bit smooth over bumps. I think compared last year, possible the road is a little bit more damage, a little bit more bumps. But at the end of the day, we'll see tomorrow. First shot, you never know. But I think performance-wise should be okay. This car, you can imagine you have 500 kilowatts, so 680 horsepower, so a lot of power, but no gears, 4-wheel drive, and no noise. So at the end of the day, you just have to concentrate really on your driving style, but it's very difficult because you don't get any feedback in terms of gears, in terms of noise, in terms of revs, compared to a normal combustion engine. So at the start, you for sure need to adapt. But last year already, when you drove Pikes Peak, you have to get used to. For sure, now I understand how to use the energy on the best, or which corner, or to save energy before the start, to have more on the top, and so on and so on. But it's more an engineer work who will tell me, okay, you have to do this and this and this. When we start some years ago in LMP with the battery and so on, I have to say I was not so much informed or so much prepared to use it, how to use it, but now, since last year, that it's only with battery, I improve for sure. Now, with this spec, here for Goodwood, we are below 1 ton, so that is also good because we are gaining weight and weight. So it's you have 2 e-motor, one on the front, one on the rear, and after the chassis, as you can see, it's a lot of downforce. We have a lot of big wings and skirt and so on. In terms of braking, we use a carbon brake. So at the end is more or less the technologies of an LMP prototype, with an electric engine. In terms of setup, Volkswagen Motorsport improves the car for here. For Goodwood, we changed the battery. We went to a smaller battery, but mainly a battery a lot lighter. So that was the biggest change. The rest is exactly the same than in Nürburgring. We have the same kind of downforce, the same wing, with different compared last year in Pikes Peak, smaller wing. We have the same brakes, everything is the same tires, same compound, just the battery was the biggest improvement. I'm just a lucky guy to be in such a nice team with such a nice technology who is improving day after day.
Do you reckon it's going to beat the records?
We don't know.
Thank you.
Romain Dumas in the Volkswagen. What can he do today? 43.63 yesterday. And the Volkswagen ID.R, brilliant acceleration through turn 1.
Here he comes then. This is the car that was quickest here a couple of years ago, third quickest in the history of the hill climb. And Romain Dumas is chucking it up towards, that is frighteningly fast, and it stops with no problem at all, swings it through Moulcom and continues on up the hill. It's going to be comfortably the quickest run that we have seen so far today. He'll get the second intermediate split in a couple of moments, and it's almost 4 seconds up towards the line.
So he's got to beat a 46 in this run, 43.63. Yesterday was the best time. Can he even go for the record as he goes across the line? It's a 41.18. That beats 41.6. You've got a new record set even before the shootout. The record has fallen to Romain Dumas.
First of all, we came here to win the race, as I said this morning. But for sure, we had in mind to break this record. And the first attempt this afternoon, for sure, the time went 41.1 was faster. So for sure, we were all happy. At the end of the day, it's just again a terrific job from Volkswagen Motorsport, who proved that this ID.R can go really, really fast and break the 21-hole record. Yeah, the lap was okay. I mean, it was nothing really special. We can improve some place, but my start was not incredible, but the rest was okay. I have to say, the car is getting better and better. We improve the setup step by step. I feel also more confident by driving the car. It's an open road here, so you cannot practice much. But yeah, we are faster than last year for sure, and I think for the guys here and all the engineer, mechanics, and so on, it's great. Sure, I will continue to push tomorrow and to try to get faster and faster, and we will see. For sure, it will be a limit somehow. We don't have to do mistake, but now for sure we have a lot less pressure, and we will enjoy the weekend and try to go faster and faster. Yeah.
I mean, I think we learned something yesterday with the different setups we did. We tried something tomorrow. We saw that it's going in the right direction, so in the afternoon we made a small additional change. I think the car balance was quite good, and also from energy management, I think we also improved for this run.
Well, we had some talk with Nick Heidfeld about the cars, and I introduced my car. He knows very well the Formula E car and what is electric car, so he came to see this car. Was cool to speak with him. Yeah, so now the ID.R at the base is not a single seat car, it's a car made for hill climb.
Yeah.
So it was
for Pikes Peak last year, right?
Exactly. Okay. That's the same monocoque I was using 4 or 5 years ago when I was doing with my own team. They modify a lot to put the battery.
Yeah.
So that was the first step. But as you can see, I mean, it's still a roll cage with a tube frame, and not carbon as we had in Le Mans or whatever. Okay. So now we use carbon brake. Last year in Pikes Peak we were using ceramic brake. Okay. On braking we have regen.
On all four?
Yes, all four. For sure you have a lot of downforce on this car. So as you can see, the skirt, I mean a huge front and rear wing. In Nürburgring last time we had a DRS, this time we didn't put. Luckily we have a young engineer with us who always help us. And at the end of the day, I mean, we have 500 kilowatts in terms of power. That's the same we used last year in Pikes Peak. So this is the same.
That's the weight of the car?
We arrive now barely under 1 ton.
Okay.
So yeah.
And tires is Michelin?
So now we use this year Bridgestone. Then last year we were with Michelin, now we went with Bridgestone. Yeah, at the end to drive is more like an LMP car for sure than you feel the weight for sure, but it's on the corner it's very fast. So yeah, when we made it, I mean it was 2010, it was very impressive.
Wow.
When
2010 already.
Yeah, so what you can gain on this kind of car, it's by practice, and learning the car, and we are learning all the time. Because this car likes the corner more than the straight for the battery, that's for sure. But compare, I mean, with the Formula E, you have no noise, so the feedback is only what you can hear, so you need everything perfect. It's a very cool project. Anyhow, you know everything, so cool. Take your helmet, we swap after. Huh?
Yesterday he did a 41.18. This is an official run in as much as the clock is running. It's properly timed. 41.18, his best of the weekend. What can he do, Jack?
Through the first corner. This all-electric Volkswagen ID.R kicks up the dirt on the inside of the second turn. Now onto the Park Straight and up towards Moulcombe. Every time I say it, you look out the window and he's arriving so fast, and by the time you've looked out to see where he is, he's 3 seconds up at the first intermediate.
He's going to go fastest. The question is, can he go quicker than yesterday? Can this car get into the 40s? That was his aim after yesterday. I think the answer is going to be yes. He's taken even more time out of Jeremy Smith's top time. 36, 37 on the clock. He's up to the timing line. Is he going to get it below 40? Yes, he is! A 39.90. Fastest ever time up the Goodwood Hill. What a run!
Was good, eh? A bit on the edge, or? No, I lost the end of the straight to left because it was some grass, and I was thinking Solberg, you know, made donuts.
Not too bad, Sandberg.
That was very nice run, I have to say. When I took the start, I felt more grip. You know, I think the weather is warmer, the track was better. So I said, okay, I could push a little bit more. And already on the corner 2, I felt a lot more grip. So I said, okay, now it's time to push. And it was a good run, really fast. Had a good fun inside the car. I think so. I think for this year will be enough. We'll see in the future what we can do, but it was already good. Well, so far not so good, as you can see, some rain, and for sure this morning we will not learn a lot, but it will be interesting. It will be first time for us to drive the car on wet. We never drove it before, so we will go slow and try to learn something and wait to see for this afternoon.
How about this? This is the beast of Turin. This is the redoubtable Duncan Pittaway at the wheel, and this car, every time you see it, it takes your breath away.
That we had a moment ago. He's not really using the road there, is he? Just cut the corner, it'll be fine. It's a rally car.
He is giving this Chevrolet a real
Sounds fantastic, doesn't it, as it climbs the hill. He allowed us return after his accident, and he's in the wall. Katsu Kubota into the bales.
Yes, I'm excited for sure. I hope we'll do good. It will be not so easy depending on the weather, definitely. I'm sure that if it's wet, a lot of guys want to beat me because they have a chance to beat me. So I'm sure they will push very hard. For sure the Solberg family is ready to catch me, and it will be cool. So good luck to everybody. But yeah, we try to do my best, and we will see at the end.
See what Romain Dumas can do. Le Mans winner, Pikes Peak record holder. He is the man with the fastest lap round the Nordschleife for an electric car. There he is. He comes up towards the line. So the figures really are now what we need to be looking at. This car should go fastest within the shootout, no question. Yesterday he did a 39.90 in sunny conditions. Can he do that on a damp road? Doubt it. Can he go quicker than 41.6, the course record, which will now be officially compared against? That is possible because the road is drying. Romain Dumas blasts away from the line. Storms down towards the first corner. Really, we're looking at the time of 41.6 to beat, and straight away he's quicker than anybody in the first intermediate.
Decent first split then for Romain Dumas in this all-electric Volkswagen ID.R, making his way along Park Straight, and he arrives at Morecambe Corner so fast, stamps on the brakes, tucks it into the left-hander, and back on the power. What is this split going to be as he comes up towards the Flint wall? He did a 29.46 after the 39.9 after the second split yesterday. This is looking good for Dumas as he comes towards the line, but will it be a record?
The question is, can he go quicker than 41.6 seconds? He's not going to do that. He comes across the line and wins the shootout on a 42.32.
I know what to expect, and with the delay we saw it was getting drier and drier. But yeah, anyhow, it was a correct run, no stress, no risk. It was for sure drier than expected, but you know, it's a part of the game.
We have
the Duke of Richmond with Romain Dumas, and the champagne to the winner of the shootout. But he's going to have a go back. No, says Romain. Petter, keep hold of him.
Time for the Festival Speed 2019, 42.32 seconds. Romain Dumas.